Which cars in Nitro type violate human rights? Now, one car that I would automatically go with is the VIOLATES. It violates our human rights in a way where it's like, because this racer is racing like this, and that is not OSHA certified. Next car that violates our human rights is the Cold Snap, because if this is a human, then these tires are way over regulation. This is violating our human rights. Next one is this, because number one, where is the human? And number two, how? The next car that violates our human rights is the Choppa. You can see the little humans in there, but the animation, it's flying too close to the ground, and that's an OSHA violation, which violates our human rights. Next up is the Hang 11. This is very unsafe. The fire, flammable materials right there. Number two, the human right there is not in a safe position to be driving. Where are the brakes? It's not OSHA certified at all, which is violating our human rights. Obviously, you go through and you're like, what cars violate our human rights? Obviously, the Glizzy car. You just gotta love the Glizzy car, but it does violate our human rights because you can't ride a hot dog, no diddy. What? Next is a Rap Racer, because it's too short, it's too claustrophobic, it violates our human rights. A car that doesn't is like this one. This one's an okay car that doesn't violate our human rights, but Hang 10 violates our human rights. And so does the Kringle 4000. Whenever a human is stretched out like this, it's violating our human rights because there's no possible way to brake, there's no possible way to accelerate, there's no possible way besides crashing to steer. You could use your hands. However, whenever this is a huge clunk of metal, that's anticlimactic and counterproductive to be using all of that. Next car that violates our human rights is a calculator. I don't see a human, which means they're trapped inside of a calculator, which means that there is no possible way that this is a nice car that you would want to ride in, which is an OSHA certified violation, which means that it violates our human rights. Next up is the X-Max Tree Racer, violates our human rights. Where's the racer? It says it right there that there's a racer, but I don't see a racer, and it's violating our human rights. A car that doesn't violate our human rights. Let's go with literally any of these cars. Alright, next up, the only other car that I could think of that violates our human rights is the hover bike and the jet bicycle. Very unsafe. Let's see if I could scroll down. Obviously, the Typiano pizza car violates our human rights. Pizza should not be that greasy, and why are there bubbles moving and pepperonis moving? That's not... Ew, get it away from me. Next up, the Rocket Man. You can't just ride in a rocket when it's that close to the ground. No, you can't do that. You're gonna die, and that violates our human rights. If you guys want to see more content like this that violates your human rights, then make sure to leave a like and comment down below. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to join the gold giveaway in the description. It's for everybody. Join it, or else I will come to your house. I will tear down all decorations that you have, make your house very bland, and while you're sleeping, I'm going to move out every single piece of furniture if you do not subscribe. Shout out to Pickle, and join my gold giveaway, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.